WandaVision is produced by Kevin Feige and tells the story of Wanda after the events of Endgame and her trying to deal with the fact that Vision is dead. And so she created this sitcom world of sorts, and nobody knows what's going on. Monica Rambeau, Jimmy Woo, and Darcy from Thor are all trying to figure out why is Wanda doing this, and Vision in Wanda's new reality is trying to figure out who he is and what are the motives of Wanda. All around, Agnes, who is apparently a friend of Wanda in this sitcom world, may not be what she seems. So this isn't me trying to be as spoiler free as possible, because I know some of you guys may not have seen the show and you're just waiting to just binge the entire thing for all the episodes. Don't worry, you can keep watching this spoiler free. So what are my overall thoughts? I think this was a great start to this TV era of Marvel. I thought that this show was unique. I thought it was very much well casted, extremely funny, and I just had an overall pleasant time. There's not a lot of big action moments until much later. Don't worry, you're still going to get some action moments here. But the show smartly relies on characters and small moments to ponder what's going on. It feels more like a mystery, and our characters are uncovering new facts about each other and what might be going on in this new reality, this sitcom reality. And I love the aspect and tributes to every year that is like a staple for what kind of sitcoms are basically promoted out there. Like, you get the Modern Family era, you get that 70s show era, you get the Dick Van Dyke era. I mean, you got the 80s era. It's all there. It's all there. They switched to different years and times of sitcoms were released. They'll even have certain stuff like props and to give the illusion that you are in that sitcom era, and that is to be praised because the production in this show is fantastic. I love the production design. It makes this stand out from the rest of the MCU. As expected, Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany are great in their roles, and I think because they're in the spotlight here now, they were able to give their best performances as these characters that I've ever seen. Their character development with one another, their relationship, their banter, their clear love for one another is just perfect. And I love the use of comedy here with Vision. I mean, it did not make him look stupid. It made him genuinely funny, but also awesome at the same time. But also, with the same thing goes to Wanda Maximoff, who, in my opinion, is the best she has ever been, by far. I mean, I really got behind her entire character. And Elizabeth Olsen was just a joy to watch. She seemed to have so much fun in this role, and it clearly shows. Agnes, who is one of the characters who befriends Wanda in the reality that she created, she's pretty fun, but I'm not going to elaborate much on her because it's spoiler free. But there's a bit of mystery. And the connections to Doctor Strange are there, as Kevin Feige said, but what I love about this entire TV show was that it kept the connections to the rest of the MCU to just certain Easter eggs. Like, you could watch this show as its own thing, and for the most part, you can just enjoy it as it is. It felt like those old MCU films like Iron Man, Thor, where they don't have much connective tissue, but they can work as their own movies. And I got the same feeling here. It felt like it felt like this show can, for the best reasons, fit into that era of Marvel. And that is to be praised. The special effects also were very much fantastic. Monica Rambeau is great. I love her character. She is a genuine hero. And I am hopeful that she gets her own solo movie because she's awesome here. And I cannot wait to see what Marvel has in store for her character in the future of the MCU. Also, Darcy, I know in the Thor films she is pretty annoying, but here, I didn't know if it's because of the writing or direction, but she is much better here and much more entertaining and much more likable. So, that's a genuine surprise. So is Jimmy Woo, who I kind of forgot was an Ant-Man, but here, I really loved him. It's like they took some of our least favorite characters and just made them just good characters in general. And that's what I love about Marvel. They are able to improve things that may not have worked the first time, but get us to really know the characters much further and further and just improve upon them. So I hope that they do that with Captain Marvel. Just a little add-on there. I hope they do that to her because God knows she is boring as hell. But overall, I just had a genuinely good time with this show. I know I seem to not say much about it because a lot of stuff I want to say are very spoilery, so if you still haven't seen it, check it out. It's really good. I recommend it. The characters are great. The music is also fantastic, and it gives you a good feeling about the type of sitcom you're watching, and it just fits very well. The stuff in the real world outside of the sitcom stuff is not as interesting. That would be like the only problem I would have. The villains are not the most complex, but those are just small nitpicks in my opinion. This is a great entry into the TV side of Marvel. I cannot wait to see more. And I'm going to give WandaVision Season 1 an A. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.